15 reasons why retiring at 65 is no longer the ideal age. Let's count them. But before we do, today is a Sunday, all right? So today is the Sabbath day for us Christians. That might not be true biblically, but we're going to take it for what we can. Anyway, so on videos I do on Sunday, I'm actually taking the proceeds and I'll donate the proceeds to a pregnancy center. And I have a couple in mind. Anyway, so let me show you something here. I want to check this out. So what happened I have a playlist called Sabbath videos. Where I do it? Anyway, it's in here someplace. Anyway, so all my Sabbath videos will be on a playlist. And so what happened, the last video I did last Sunday, I got 3,000 views, 154 hours of watch time. But this right here, $12.65. So I made $4 for every 1,000. It's like CPM, cost per mil or something. I can't remember what it is. That's actually pretty low in my business. Our business is a lot higher than that. This YouTube is usually 1 to 4. The advertising revenues are way down, dude. It's across the board, way down. And so I'm telling you, man, it's coming. There's a recession coming for sure. You can see it a mile away. Not just because of YouTube. Anecdotal, again, as I said a million times a Sunday, enough anecdotal evidence becomes empirical at some point, which is observable. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this playlist and we're going to calculate it. I think I got it in here, details, where I can do the playlist thing. Yeah, playlist right there. All right, so we're going to take them all at the end of the year. We're going to just look at my thing and we're going to tally them up, man, to see how much money we make, and we're going to give that to the pregnancy center. It's going to be great. Oh, you want poor babies born? Yes, I do want poor babies born. But they're going to be born to a life of poverty. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of them will escape that life of poverty. So the alternative is we murder them in the womb? No thanks. All right. So I came across this morning in my reading, and I don't know who that is, but whatever. This is from Yahoo. So if you're planning for retirement, empower yourself to retire when it works for you, whether it's 65 or sooner. Retiring early is a goal for many, but few of us have a plan on how to actually do it. Well, we don't know that. Instead, we have questions like how much money we need, blah, blah, blah. All right, so here are 15 reasons why 65 is no longer the ideal age. You've reached your savings goal. For some people, early retirement is an option because they've saved enough. And I did a video yesterday on old, what's his name? Shawnee B. And he said, he got enough to live on, he feels. And he goes, should he continue to play the stock market game? I said, well, it's up to you, but if you won the game, stop playing. You need economic stability. Many people hit 65 and think Social Security is going to be enough for them to meet their financial needs for the rest of your life. That was a promise of it a long ago. No, it's not the promise of it long ago. That's such a freaking lie, dude. Social Security was there solely to keep people from being impoverished in their senior years. It's just, many people continue to work beyond 65 because they need the economic stability it provides. Yeah, exactly. Working longer is good for your health. While this isn't true for everyone, those who work at least part-time during retirement tend to be healthier. Yeah. I don't know how you quantify that, but I actually think if you do, being engaged will keep you healthier for sure. Hey, hold on a second. Let me get knucklehead here. I'm going to take that. We'll get knucklehead and let him outside. It's a rainy, chilly day here in North Georgia. I was just out in the garden messing around. All right, messing around. There you go. All right. Plants are starting to look good. Trees are starting to bloom. Trees I planted last fall, starting to look crushing. Lots of leaves, lots of sprouts. I put some grape plants in the ground that I actually got from Costco, like 4 grape plants for about $15 or something like that. And I was a little bit nervous that they were, because we got a little bit of a heat spell with no water, and I forgot to water them. But it looked like they're doing okay. We'll see. And the crazy thing is, we're in the deep red Georgia clay when you're planting stuff, and you got to make sure you got to have a cover, or else you're just going to dry. And I forgot. That's why I didn't forget to water. Forgot to put a mulch cover on top of them. With pine straw, leaves, anything, just to give them a mulch color to keep the ground beneath moist, so the sun doesn't bake them. All right. Your full retirement age could be older. Okay, a smaller check is good enough for you. And, I mean, if you get your check at 62, a smaller check is good enough for you. If that's the case, I highly suspect it won't be. But Don't forget, if you retire at 62 and then you say working longer is good for your health, you don't want to be working even part-time unless you're making less than 20,000 basically if you're going to be taking Social Security early. You're going to lose the money, dude. And yeah, they do pay it back, but they pay it back over the course of your life. They almost like a re-amortization schedule on a mortgage. And what happens is you're like, yeah, I'm working, but then that reduction is permanent. So even though they pay you back what they withheld because of the earnings test, you permanently got a reduction in your Social Security benefit. It doesn't make any sense to do that, man. Your work adds value to your life. Yeah, 100%, dude. Some people like to work. Do lots of workaholics. They like it. Okay, well, keep growing, man. Keep grinding. Nothing wrong with that. You're 59 and a half. If you have a traditional 401k or IRA that you expect to use for retirement, your magic number is 59 and a half. Not true with a 401k. Your previous employer and 55. You can access your previous employer's 401k, 403b, TSP as long as you separate from service at the age of 55 or later. So there's no 10% penalty if you separate from service. And keep your money in that 401k. You can't roll it over to an IRA. That violates that. So just keep that in mind. You can wait and want to cash in. If you're at full retirement age, you're not ready to retire, you can keep working and basically wait till you're 70 years old, 100%. You plan to travel now, not later. And I talk to people all the time. I said, man, the next 10 years is going to go crazy. Partying like it's 1999, traveling. And then when I'm in my 75, I'm not going to do it so much. You know? Exactly. As you get older, it's tough to do things, man. You know this. Just look at your own experience with your parents, grandparents, nieces, uncles, aunts. They just, as they get older, they just don't do that much. Just keep going. You hate your job and want something more, 100%. In this case, your job is literally killing you because of stress and have to get on the indignity of it all, have to get on the road 400 to 85 down to downtown Atlanta. Oh, I just want to jump off a bridge and hurt yourself. Don't do that. Just quit. Quit. Find something else. Downsize your career. For some people, working until they reach retirement age is good enough because they don't like the work they do. Work may be emotionally or physically damaging. You can continue to receive health insurance through your spouse, 100%. Just talking to a guy the other day, he and his wife, he's getting laid off. He'll jump on his wife's health insurance, 100%. Now, he's also got a big fat health reimbursement account, like they did with Delta down here a couple years ago during the midst of the insanity of 2020. The CV, Delta, with government money, was restructuring, and they give huge health reimbursement accounts. These guys they got out and they made out like a freaking bandit. It's awesome. At 65, you're still building your business. Whether you're still building your business or haven't achieved your goals yet, don't view 65 as the final year you can work. I completely agree. Your mortgage isn't paid off yet. That's a big deal. Talking to these same people, actually, the guys getting laid off. I said, man, you probably got to stay at work until your mortgage is paid off. For the wife, I'm saying. Just you want that mortgage to be paid off. Like, we can make it work, but it makes you a little bit suspect. So your investments are solid. I don't know about that. What's a solid investment account? I mean, is it stocks, bonds? I mean, what does solid mean? I think it's very depends on the day. Was it solid last year if you had all government bonds? No. You're in the right emotional state. Yeah. While most people focus on the financial aspects of retiring early, being in the right space emotionally and mentally are important as well. Yeah, I completely agree. Anyway, so you're not wasting your money when you decide that now is the time to retire. Don't use 65 as a number to guide you in this decision. I agree with that. Good stuff, man. By and large, that's good stuff. But I agree. If you're 65 and 55 and you're miserable, if you're 65 and you're happy, there's nothing that says you have to quit at 65 and nothing that says you have to leave at 55 or have to stay at 55. Think about your next 10 years, man. Get a 5-year plan. Be like the commies. Get a 5-year plan. A real one that had potential to work, unlike the commies. Love your thoughts. We'll see you.